All right, the Donald Trump coin is coming to the market. Do you think it's going to succeed? I'm not talking about the Trump meme coin. I'm not talking about the Trump meme coin. What I'm talking about is the Donald Trump DeFi coin, World Liberty DeFi, World Liberty, WLFI. So it's the coin that he created with his sons. And do you think that's going to work? Today's episode, I'm going to talk about two more coins that are inside the World Liberty Fi ecosystem that nobody's talking about, right? People probably haven't even heard of it. Trump is obviously very determined to pump his coins. He's even passed laws through Congress, like the Genius Act, just to make it work. And as we all know, the Genius Act is basically just about stable coins. So it all revolves around his stablecoin, which is USD1. But that's the launching platform, or the company that actually manages it, is called World Liberty Fi, right? Staffed by himself and his sons. First, let's have a look at Bitcoin itself. This is a problem. This topping tail, double topping tail here. As we can see, when there's a topping tail, basically Bitcoin goes into pullback usually. And it just broke out of this bull flag. And then you would think it would just not play more games, just keep on going up, but it doesn't. So until it breaks this 123.2K area, until it closes at least 2 days above here, we're still inside a sideways chop area, right? And of course, this 116K is major support. But you know what? I'm not so worried about it, because right now, even though Bitcoin's playing games, Ethereum is doing really well. Look at this. I just want you guys to have a look at this, right? Can we see this? Ethereum is basically, look, it's Bitcoin's barely positive on the day, like 0.6% up, but Ethereum's up almost 7%, and everything else, all the alts are following ETH rather than following Bitcoin. And that's a very good sign that we're in altcoin season. Like Algorand, 8%. Bitcoin Cash 7%, Litecoin 7%, Arbitrum up 8%, AVAX 8%, Fartcoin 8%, right? Like these are all 6-7%. Link 10%. Great to see Link doing so well. Tau 8%, Sui, Se all 6%, right? Virtues 4%. So that's great to see. So okay, let's get on to before we get to that, let's quickly just have a look at Bitcoin dominance. And we can see, wow, look at this. How good does this look? Bitcoin dominance is absolutely getting crushed here. So, I mean, like it's basically going even below the lower low we have here. We have a low, lower low, bounced up, and boom, down again. So I do think next target is 58%, and we're gonna have an altcoin season. And I keep on reminding folks, not every altcoin's gonna run. Just keep that in mind. And also, the chart that I keep on telling my Discord to be emphasizing about is this chart, is basically the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, right? We basically see Ethereum outperform Bitcoin. This was the key level where we got the rejection, and it only took 2 days, boom, and Ethereum's up here again. So now the key level to watch is coming up at 0.046, but eventually the real big level to watch is around here, 0.054. Let me freeze that so people can see it better. It's kind of the bull-bear divide. That's my minimum expectation for Ethereum Bitcoin resistance, or top. That's the minimum I think we get to, 0.054. And but I think we actually even get above that. But let's get to 0.054 first. Next serious resistance is 0.046. Okay, so let's have a look at which crypto coins were cryptos are the Trump family pumping, right? The family, it's right. The family, Trump's like the godfather now. That's pumping these coins. And before we get to that, though, let's first answer the question of which crypto exchange does Pablo Jimen use? Well, Pablo uses this exchange that's non-KYC, and that means it is, you don't need to show your ID. That means nobody can see who you are. So I've made this deal with them just on the Pablo Jimen link, and that means the IRS can't see you, the tax office can't see you, the FBI, CIA, nobody can see you, right? Total privacy, and win up to $18,000 just by trading. Just by depositing, get a 20% bonus. Like deposit $100, get $20 futures bonus. Deposit $1,000, get $200 futures bonus. And just by trading volume, win up to $18,000. And this is limited time only, folks. Limited time only. So ends on sometime on the 12th of August. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then the link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. But if you're watching on any other platform, that's okay. Just click on my profile page, and there is the Stan link or link tree. There we go. There it is. And let's get back to the markets, folks. But just keep in mind, this deal is only available on the Pablo Jimen link, only on the Pablo link. So this is something I showed you guys before, and this is the Trump coin that I'm talking about. I don't know if most people are aware or not, but a few days ago, 2 days ago, Eric Trump tweeted, here we go, ALTS. He's referring to this company called ALT5 Sigma, right? ALTS is basically this company that's like a treasury for Bitcoin, for World Liberty Fi, which is Trump and his son's crypto company. And what they do is they basically are a treasury company. They've raised $1.5 billion, could be more later on. But right now they've raised $1.5 billion just to buy World Liberty coin. And the thing about it is this. It's like MicroStrategy, how they keep on just raising money to buy Bitcoin. It's like MetaPlanet, who raised money to buy Bitcoin. It's like SBET or BMiner, who raised money to buy Ethereum. It's like the Ethereum treasury companies. It's like the Bitcoin treasury companies. They raise money to buy World Liberty Fi. But why am I talking about this company? It is because the CEO of Alts, or the CIO of ALTS, and here he is, the CIO, Chief Investment Officer of ALT5, Alts, that basically is the treasury company for the Trump family-backed coin, which is called World Liberty Fi, is also the CEO of Blockstreet. So, okay, CIO, Chief Investment Officer for ALT5, is also CEO of Blockstreet, right? And he's the advisor of World Liberty Fi, this Matthew Morgan guy. So we know what ALTS is, but what is Blockstreet? What is Blockstreet? Let me show you guys what is Blockstreet. So Blockstreet is this company here that has only just been launched like 4 weeks ago. Wait, 4 weeks ago? And it basically has done an 8x from like 3 cents to 27 cents. 9x run. And basically, look, they describe themselves as, it is the multi-chain multi-chain launch and growth ecosystem built around drive the adoption of USD1, a stable coin by World Liberty Financial. Right, okay, so what does that mean? USD1 is basically the stablecoin launched by Trump. You know, you have USDT, USDC, USD1, like as in Air Force One. It's basically a nod at Air Force One being the president. It's the president's stablecoin, and basically it's now being pumped to become the 5th largest stablecoin out there behind USDC, USDT, DAI USD, Ethena USD. You know, those are the top 4. So this is the 5th one. So that's a very quick growth. But the World Liberty Fi, WLFI, the reason why, okay, bit of background on WLFI. The reason why I'm talking about it is because WLFI has actually come to the market now. Remember how folks bought WLFI in about August last year? And you couldn't, but the problem is you couldn't trade it. It's locked. Only whales may be able to trade it in over-the-counter deals, but you can't have exchanges or dexes trading it publicly. And now, yes, you can. So now, well, when I mean now, I mean like in like a couple of weeks, they're about to free float something that is basically not trading freely. They're gonna free float it into the market. So Won't Libertyfy is coming, and but what they realized, because the Trumps don't really understand blockchain, is that Won't Libertyfy, WLFI, cannot act as the liquidity layer or the launch layer for USD1, their precious stablecoin. So you actually need a DeFi layer, a launch layer for USD1. Like, how are you gonna stake the USD1 to earn yields? How are you gonna restake it, right? So Ethereum can do all that, but WLFI cannot do that, because, and I understand, Trump and his sons, they're not crypto people, they're not native to crypto, they don't understand it. So this block thing, oh, by the way, I'm not sponsored, and you know what? If Eric or Donald Trump Jr. or Trump himself is watching this video, then please sponsor me. I'd love to do a promotion for you guys, but legally, I promise you, I'm not sponsored right now. So if Trump needs to create DeFi on his USD1, where he can stake it, restake it, and do rehypothecation and all that jazz, and lend it and do all that everything that USDT, USDC has, then basically they need a liquidity layer or a launch layer. And that's what Block is. Block is actually a liquidity layer or the launch layer. Right now, it's still at FDV only 230 mil, market cap just at 100 mil right now, right? So I think that's underpriced, right? I mean, this is the United States president's own personal family the stable coin, and this is the liquidity layer for it. So I think Block should do very well. Not only so, also because Block or Block Street, the CEO is also going to be the guy, chief investment officer, who's going to be head of ALT5, which is the company that is going to be buying, acting as the treasury, buying all the Won't Libertyfy coins. It's obviously an inside job. It's obviously the same guy who's doing both positions. He's CEO of the liquidity layer of USD1, and he's also the guy who's going to be buying 1.5 billion to start with of Won't Libertyfy. So it's I think personally, Won't Libertyfy is going up a lot higher. Okay, so that's on Won't Libertyfy, and then another coin on from the Trumps, and this one nobody talks about. Nobody thinks it's actually a Trump family kind of coin in the Won't Libertyfy ecosystem, but folks in my Discord know this because we've been into it. We've gotten into it 3x lower, and first of all, what is this B coin or Buildon? Buildon is basically a meme coin that is used by the Trumps to pump USD1. I know it sounds crazy, but hear me out. This is how it happened. So you all remember CZ. CZ is the founder of Binance, and he got arrested for 4 months by the United States. That was under Biden. And then what happened is when Trump came in, Trump made him a deal, made him a deal he can't refuse, like the Godfather. And what he did was basically says, hey, look, I'm going to get the DOJ off your back. I'm going to get the indictments off your back if you can help me pump USD1. You're the largest exchange in the world. And Trump thought to himself, and CZ thought to himself, well, the only way I can pump USD1 is if I create these trading pairs for USD1, the Trump coin. And like, if you buy any coin that on an exchange like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, Solana, you're gonna need a trading pair, such as you're gonna have to buy it in USDT or USDC. No one even thinks about doing this in USD1, which is Trump's stablecoin, because why would you? But because CZ wanted to get out of jail free card, so he made this deal with Trump. and Trump is about to give him the presidential pardon or whatever. And so USD1 has been paired against all these meme coins. The largest of which, the leading coin, is this B or Buildon, or it's simply called B/USDT, and it's basically used to promote the USD1 trading volume, and it's at 621 mil market cap or FDV right now. But I think it can get bigger. Like, I mean, this is one of the, this is backed by Binance, backed by CZ, kind of secretly backed by Trump to promote USD1. This is the largest one they have. So I think the market knows this. Look at this crazy chart, okay? You've got this bull flag, right? No pullback, bull flag, boom, goes up. Look how crazy this run is. And then, right, no pullback, bull flag, boom, goes up again, right? Bull flag, boom, goes up again, right? So if it dips back to 0.58 to retest, then I think that's another entry opportunity for folks in my Discord. We got in around here because what happened here was on a day when they created a lot of FUD and a lot of bad news about this coin, and we got in. I told my Discord, I basically just said, hey, look, I think this is FUD. This coin has a lot of future. Let's get in, and boom, we're up 3x now. So, well, the Trumps, they've got some bigger and more interesting plays coming up for crypto. I think alt season, it's gonna be great. Like Pablo called it right at the bottom back in late April when nobody even believed Bitcoin was gonna get back up again. Pablo kept on calling for altcoin season, and I said it's better to get in at the bottom because then you're not buying coins when they're up 3x already, like Ethereum is right now up already 3x from the bottom. Okay, thank you for your time, guys. I'll catch you next episode.